From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined by my co-host, John.
Hello.
And Happy New Year to all of our listeners out there in Joshi Land, because we are officially in 2026.
2026.
Crazy.
Happy anniversary, world.
Yes. Congratulations for making it to yet another year. We're so happy to be here and so happy to have a ton of amazing Joshi kicking off the year talk about.
In Japan, this time of year is very much your WrestleMania weekend, right?
Yes.
It's very much all the shows from all the people.
Yeah.
And traditionally, it always has been. I remember being a wee little me getting the Observer, and I was always very excited because at the time you couldn't really get many things from Japan live.
Right.
You know, and maybe Pride or something like that. But I remember always just being so enamored with all the shows and how
It's like, wow, there's so many.
and just how big they were and how awesome they were.
Right.
And, you know, looking back at the huge Tokyo Dome shows, brother, let me tell you, seeing that Tokyo Dome sold the F out.
Man, it was amazing. The ambiance, the noise.
Just the incredible, I think you said during it, and we'll get to this obviously, but the loudest Joshi clap you've ever heard.
I think it is, because wow, there were so many people in there.
Listen, I'm going to get a complaint out of the way because I don't want to take away from the beauty of the match when we talk about it.
Okay.
But I'm going to get a little gripe away.
Okay.
When we have the women on a huge stage that they're not normally on.
Right.
Okay. I don't know who makes the notes for announcers.
Yeah.
But it's always, and God love them, they don't mean anything bad by it.
No.
Okay? There's nothing ill will about this. But if you don't want something to be perceived different, quit being different when you talk about it.
Right.
And, you know, calling a match during one part of this match when it was like the 1-2s, right? The ooh-ahs, the yay boos, whatever you want to call it.
Fighting spirit.
Yeah, the fighting spirit spot. Boom, 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 boom. That whole time we're talking about what this is doing for women's wrestling, what Saya's done for women's wrestling, how we're doing this. And that's all wonderful stuff.
Yes.
And that is true. And it's been the biggest year in 30 years. It's like amazing, the things that have happened. But just tirelessly talking about that.
When you should be going, oh my God, they're laying it into each other.
Right. Instead of being like, what a forearm.
Yeah.
And it turns around and just the Blue Thunder Bomb.
Yes, exactly.
I just think that misses a little bit of the beat.
Right. It takes away from the match.
Because you could watch 6 other matches on that card that don't just talk about, oh, he's done a lot for guys under 6 foot. You know, all the men that are under 6 feet, this has really done a lot for them. It might be the first time we've had a guy this high profile, and, you know, at this particular way. Oh man, you know what? This guy has done so much for tan people.
While they're killing each other.
For people that wear a lot of body tan, this guy has really, you know, and I think that it really speaks loudly. Think about what can happen for body tan people.
Right.
If this goes well.
Yes,
Holy
exactly.
crap.
Yes.
And anyway, I'm done. That was my rant. Everything else is beautiful.
Yes. And to put it in perspective, we are very much a call the match commentary kind of people. Like, we don't like it when anyone goes crazy fluff off script of what we're seeing on the screen. We just want it called, dude.
I think the best modern era, because in the old days, which you and I watch a lot.
Yes.
It didn't matter if it was a TV match against a jobber. You know, you'd have Gordon Soley out there just calling the match.
Yes.
Not talking about what's coming up later.
No.
Not talking about what happened in the first hour. Not trying to pitch a pay-per-view, a house show, anything like that.
Exactly, yes.
It was just calling the match. But it's not really modern era anymore, but ECW, Joey Styles would talk about what was in front of him.
Yeah.
And when you go back and listen to Joey also be in a solo booth, which I think more and more, I just love that.
It's just nice sometimes. Uncomplicated.
You didn't hear Joey pitching, WrestlePalooza or whatever was coming up. It was talking about Raven, Sandman.
Yeah.
It was talking about RVD, Sabu. And you really got that whole match, just the beauty of the match. Yes, the histories of the guys, the whatever's going on there.
Right.
The history of the feud, all this stuff, the stakes. But you were calling the moves. Mm-hmm. And it's something beautiful about play-by-play. That's why it's called play-by-play.
Yeah.
And when you have color in there, it's supposed to add a splash of color.
Yes. The whole thing shouldn't be color.
This guy is supposed to be play-by-play. This guy's supposed to know what their favorite food is.
It's just how it is.
Yeah. But
That's how it should be.
Anyway, okay.
But we digress. We digress.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about. But before we even step a toe into 2026, we have to talk about New Year's Eve.
We do.
Because not only was there a super fun little Marigold show that happened, we also had the final Dynamite of the year.
Yes.
And the final AEW match of 2025 was between Mercedes Moné and Willow Nightingale for the TBS Championship. And wouldn't you know it, we capped off 2025 with a brand new TBS champion. Dude, that match, the people were into it. Oh. It was fire, like the whole way through, and the finish was just excellent. Willow holding up that TBS title after 560 plus days. It was just remarkable.
Yeah, it was like freeing a hostage. It was, and listen, we love Mercedes Moné.
We do.
But she's done her job so well.
Yeah.
That she is that dirty belt collecting heel.
Yeah, she is. That's who she has become.
But she has done her job so incredibly well.
She has.
A real heel that is a wonderful person by all accounts, but is able to go out there and not be.
Yeah.
And go out there and just be this miserable wretch that, and Ricochet does the same stuff, right?
Right.
Ricochet, an obviously nice gentleman, right? But comes out there and just does that persona so well.
Yeah.
And Mercedes, you forget yourself.
Yeah.
When you're
like,
watching Mercedes.
Take the belt.
And the thing about Mercedes that we noticed as soon as she left the E was the quality that she put into her matches. The psychology she has, the incredible matches that she builds out and that she displays. And, having this match with Willow is kind of like passion, right? It's like she barrels through her match. She'll muscle through something if it's not right. It's very much who she is, and that's just awesome as well. A great worker, hard-ass worker that came up the right way.
Yeah.
And, you love to see people rewarded for hard work. She's one of those that it didn't matter if she was featured or not.
Yeah.
You never heard reports of Willow is pissed and Cheerios about her spot on the card.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever heard anything like that.
No, not from Willow.
She's just always came off very genuine. The fans have always loved her because they could see so much of, hey, that girl could live next to me.
Yeah, she's like the everyman while Mercedes is like living in the ivory tower, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This was a feel-good moment, and it was a great way to end a year.
Yeah, and we even capped it off with a hug between Willow and Chris, which has been a long time coming, them finally reconciling their friendship.
Yeah, no, it was good stuff, man. I can't imagine ending things any better than that. Is it a crazy call on a random episode of TV? Yeah, absolutely.
And bonkers.
That's the beauty of it, is honest as shit. I wasn't expecting it.
Me either. No, I had no inclination that belt was changing hands on New Year's Eve, but man, it was a moment.
Yes,
it was amazing. A great way to kick off
double champ
2026. Yes, tag team champ and TBS champ now, Willow Nightingale. But that wasn't the end of our New Year's Eve, because we had Marigold's New Year's Eve show, which they put on very late in Japan because they wanted to go straight up into the new year. And this was just a really fun show. It was just one of those that you put together and it's like, we're just going to have a good time, right? So we kicked off this night with a Rookie of the Year tournament, a little tiny tournament for 2025, which featured 4 wrestlers: Megaton, Shino, Syuri Yamaoka, and Yuka Yamazaki. And to start it off, they all picked a letter out of these envelopes, and we ended up with Shino and Megaton drawing the letter A, and Yuka and Syuri drawing the letter B. So the matches were Megaton versus Shino, and then Syuri Yamaoka versus Yuka Yamazaki to see who would go on to face each other for the Rookie of the Year title. And of course, Shino beat Megaton. It's kind of expected, right?
Right, of course.
And then Syuri Yamaoka and Yuka Yamazaki put on a banger of a match.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, these two. They wowed me in this match against each other.
Oh, it was great.
They were so good.
Absolutely.
Syuri Yamaoka ended up taking the win in this match to face Shino in the final, but I thought that match was just spectacular. Obviously, Syuri and Shino was also very good. Syuri Yamaoka went on to win and become the 2025 Rookie of the Year, which is well-deserved by her, but it was just a fun little tournament. But that second match just blew me away.
Yeah, it hit everything. I mean, it was unbelievable, really, for where they're at in their career.
Yeah, just a year in for Syuri, and less so for Yuka.
Just to have that match.
Yeah, it was really impressive. I was very proud.
Totally agree.
Then we had the 2026 Marigold Rumble, which is just literally like the whole roster getting in there.
So much fun.
It was really fun. We had Victoria Yuzuki, Kazuna Tanaka, Komomo Minami, Nagisa Tachibana, Rei Sato, Naoi Ishikawa, Chika Goto, Misa Matsui, Chiaki, Shioko Koshino, Hummingbird, Utami Hayashishita, Mayu Iwatani, Miku Aono, and Megaton all entered this match.
I'm not letting Chiki Goto slip by.
I'm sorry, Chika Goto is harder to say.
Freud was right.
Chika Goto has some crazy hip attacks, okay? I can't help myself.
She does.
There were some really fun moments in this match, though, like literally everyone teaming up on Megaton when she got in to throw her over the top immediately. Yes. And then Megaton coming back in even after elimination and eliminating all 3 members of Darkness Revolution all at the same time.
It was
good for her.
It was such a fun, it was really fun, and it was well organized.
Yeah.
Even with the spots like that, there was a lot of meaningful spots in the match.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing was Nagisa Tachibana doing like 5 straight minutes of drop kicks on Komomo Minami.
Let me tell you, man, and this is bringing it serious for a second. Nagisa Tachibana has been, her skill level has grown to such a degree that she is doing things that, like, if we were doing a scale and every move had a 1 to 10, this is a 10 being the hardest, right? She's doing 10s out there, like, with the greatest of ease.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the run up the ropes, the springboards, the no hand stuff, right?
Yeah.
And really, at risk of being a repeating record when I see things like that,
right,
really reminded me of some old school people. And
she does. She has that flair about her, doesn't she?
She really does. And she's just really put a lot of it together. She still loses. She eats a lot of pins.
I don't think that'll be happening very long.
But I really think that she is really close to putting it together.
I think so too.
Making some kind of run. And I'm hoping that 2026 we get some kind of meaningful run with her, because I fear that, that may be one that could get wasted if it's
easy to just accidentally overlook,
Because she is, man, she's good.
She is. I think she'll definitely have an interesting 2026 to watch out for.
I do too.
As far as this Marigold Rumble goes, Miku Aono did end up winning the Rumble, big champ coming out on top. So good for her. Then we got to learn who won the Marigold Awards for the year of 2025. So the Shine Award went to Syuri Yamaoka.
Good call.
Good call. Technique Award, Mai Sakurai.
Okay.
She has definitely polished up her technique this year. Fighting Spirit Award, Utami Hayashishita. It's for that 58-minute match, I imagine.
Yeah, we should get the Fighting Spirit Award for that.
Performance Award, Victoria Yuzuki.
Yes, who could have won all the awards mentioned so far.
Yeah, she could have. Tag Team Award, Misa Matsui and Chiaki. And Chiaki did spend a vast majority of the year as Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, that's
with different partners.
I mean, that should probably be That one's close.
Yeah. It's kind of a given.
I'm thinking of some Marvelous Girls.
Well, yeah, but they're not here, are they? Then, Best Match Award, Mayu Iwatani versus Io Sky at Grand Destiny.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, it's like, there's not really like another option close. And the Grand Prize Award went to Miku Aono.
And how exactly did we qualify for the Grand Prize Award?
I don't know. I guess you're just the
Sounds
best
like
of
a
the
very
best.
fancy award.
It was very fancy, the Grand Prize of Marigold. And then they pounded Mochi until the new year and said Happy New Year. And it was all good fun.
Listen.
And great spirit. It was lovely.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was exactly what I wanted.
This was miles better than the tag tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Just a silly little show.
Yeah, this made up for the tag tournament.
Yes. This is what we wanted to see.
This was a lot, like you said, this was a lot of fun. The crowd was rabid.
Yeah.
And that helps.
They were having a great time the whole time.
They were. Marigold has this priceless ability to always entertain me.
Yeah. There's just something about them that's so charming.
Good, bad, indifferent.
And enjoyable.
It just entertains the pants off of me.
Me too. And we are not done with Marigold because on January 3rd, we had Marigold first stream, first big show of the year, pay-per-view, like all the pomp and circumstance, okay, for this one.
I'm telling you. You talk about making up for stuff.
Jeez, they really put a lot into their big shows, like presentation-wise, match-wise. They really just run with it.
First Dream, if you guys have to wait for it to come on.
Yeah, on Wrestle Universe.
Easy for you to say. If you have to wait for it for Wrestle Universe, then that's fine, but it is worth your time.
It is.
And
it was so fun.
It was so good, dude.
So it kicked off with a 6-man rookie match, which featured Yuka Yamazaki, Komomo Minami, and Kazuna Tanaka versus Koko, Shino, and Sari Yamaoka. And the team of Koko and Shino and Sari is just a wonderful, wonderful team. And you've got Koko in there making another appearance in Marigold, flying around like a little crazy bird all over the place.
Yes.
But all these rookies just came out here. They really put an emphasis in this match on more of that Sari versus Yuka dynamic. Like, that's what ended off the match. And usually the two that end it have a nice little run of singles action. And I think they saw the reaction to them at the New Year's show and was like, we're going to do some more of that.
Yeah, I mean, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it was excellent. It was excellent here as well. Sari Yamaoka did take the win with a German suplex hold on Yuka Yamazaki, but I can kind of foresee like a long-term little feud between these two. Like, if they keep working like this.
We can only hope. I mean, between that and the fact of, Shino being a future freaking icon.
Yeah. She's just amazing.
Right now, she's still basically kicks.
Yeah.
That she has learned over the years.
That's her thing.
And a scorpion death hold.
Yes.
But, she's definitely got Shino. Shino.
The next match was another 6-man, Nagisa Tachibana, Naoi Ishikawa, and Momoka Hanazono, replacing Minami Yuki, versus Hummingbird, Natsumi Shozuki, and Koki Amurai. So this was both Natsumi Shozuki and Koki Amurai's return match from injury, and then you have Momoka in there, basically just being a goober the whole time. You could say that she possibly led to the loss of her team because she kind of ran away like halfway through the match.
She did.
But it was a good fun match. We got to see Natsumi and Koki back in there. Koki Amurai did win this match with her Amethyst Butterfly finish on Nagisa Tachibana, which is kind of sad because we just want to see Nagisa Tachibana do everything.
We do. And Koki, it looks like she's going to have a little bit of rust to wear off. And, it takes a few weeks.
It does. Natsumi looked good as well. She didn't get in there as much as Koki did, but it was nice to see her back.
Natsumi always just looks mean.
She does. She's gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
for sure.
She's always just comes off to me like, I'm going to kick right there. I hope your face isn't there, but I don't care if it is or not. She definitely
has that vibe.
She's got a very Syuri vibe.
Yes, she does. She has the same sort of intensity about her,
yes.
And I love to watch her wrestle. The next match was the very first of the year, not on the bingo card contender.
This is totally not on the bingo card for any year.
Yeah, forever. So we knew that Megaton was going to have a singles match against a mystery opponent, which was Popular K. And everyone had their guesses about who this K person might be. Like, I think Megaton herself thought maybe it was going to be, oh man, his name's blanking to me now. The legend that she mentioned.
Kensuke Sasaki?
It wasn't that one. But that's a good guess too.
Kabuki?
Kabuki. It was Kabuki.
Yes. Megaton thought it was going to be Kabuki.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be Kiko.
Or Kyoko or Kenta. Like, we were just guessing all kinds of people. But the person it was probably the best possible option that it could have been. Because when the music hit, we sat straight up. We were like all enthused. It was Kuroshio, Tokyo, Japan, coming out here. His theme song and entrance lasts longer than the matches.
Listen, I mean, that's what you're paying for with Tokyo, Japan. And the thing is, it doesn't matter how many times you've seen this, and we've seen it a lot.
Yes.
We've seen every variation of it. And you think that you're going to get really tired of it, right? Because, I mean, a whole song plays.
Yes.
And then...
and he leaves, and then he comes back.
And then it starts to play again.
But you just catch yourself like, Ikemen.
There's just something so magical. And it has a lot to do with the opponent. And God bless Megaton. But I don't know how her memory is for, long-term matches or whatever. Right. But damn if this wasn't just...
Oh my God, it was so
fantastic.
This was the first comedy match of the year. It was a blessing. It was so good. So they get in there after Kuroshio, he does his whole entrance and then he leaves and then the music plays and he comes back. Megaton's like, come on, we gotta start at some point. Everyone's fussing at him, but he gets in there and he goes up to Megaton and he holds out his hand, he's like, let's shake hands. It's gonna be sportsmanlike. But Megaton hits him with the ga and then he does the hey with his jacket. They go back and forth. Then Megaton...
I think it was more like... Yeah.
Hey. And then Megaton stepped on one of his hays with her ga, and he was upset, so he went for the lariat. Megaton ducked and then hit him with the shoulder tackle. Then she rolled him over to do the conditioning on the ropes, with her whistle, and she's doing her thing. And then he rolls her up and pins her. 1, 2, 3.
Then he has a look on his face that is kind of distraught.
He's just standing there like...
It's
it?
You mean that's it?
So he goes to leave.
Yeah.
And Megaton gets the mic and she's like, "Are you satisfied with that? Is that all you want? Is that how you really want to win?" And then she's like, "One more time," and the fans start chanting Muay Kai, Muay Kai. And then Rossi agrees. He's like, "Okay." And Ikemen's like, "You can't say that. You didn't win. I have to say." But he agrees to get back in. And you know what happens?
I think that there was a handshake attempt and the ga versus hay, a duck lariat, a shoulder tackle, the conditioning spot with the whistle, the roll up, the 1, 2, 3, and
then the look on Ikemen's face.
Yes,
it was the entire thing over again. Exactly. It was so good. It was so funny.
It was so perfect. And what could make this better?
They did it again. Third time, they go for it, the exact same thing over again, except the third time, Megaton kicks out of the roll-up, and they have maybe 2 minutes more of match before she gets rolled up again and pinned.
Yes.
And that's it. That was it.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm. Kuroshio, Tokyo, Japan wins.
Perfect.
Oh, God, I was laughing so hard. It was so funny.
There was literal chefs coming in the arena and kissing.
It was... That's how you do wrestling comedy, okay?
Yeah. I mean, and it's a perfect spot in a card.
Yeah.
Midway.
Yeah.
Just really have something that's just fun, man. Good fun.
It was great fun.
And she is priceless to this roster.
Yes.
I love what she brings. Yeah. It's great for the kids.
Yeah.
It's great for the adults.
People love her. The fans love Megaton. They were chanting for her in the Rookie of the Year tournament to win against Shino.
I tell you, when you can do a character, when you can do great character work, they say that Kamala, the Ugandan giant, couldn't wrestle worth a damn.
Right.
Like that he was so bad that people were scared that, he was, he was just terrible in the ring. But you know what he could do?
What?
He could go on his stomach and he could jump really high, like he was mad or scared or whatever. He could do a body slam, take a body slam. It didn't matter, dude. Look at the guy.
Yeah.
the guy was the Ugandan headhunter, and every kid in the world knew who Kamala was,
right? Because of the character.
Yeah, and it was just this amazing character. And if you saw Kamala versus Hulk Hogan, oh my God, that's a main event. And neither one of them could wrestle their way out of a wet paper bag. But it was the character work. And Megaton is a character, and wrestling needs characters.
Yeah, listen, the best, most popular wrestlers are cartoon characters. Starlight Kid, cartoon character. Hulk Hogan, cartoon character.
Yeah.
Tony Storm, cartoon character. Like, that's the people that people connect with.
Oh, they are, although Starlight Kid is also the most amazing wrestler on the planet.
I know, but she's a tiger.
She's a sky tiger. She comes from the sky.
Saya Kamitani, I would argue, is a cartoon character. She's a bad guy that just makes fun of everyone.
You don't know Starlight Kid didn't actually come from the sky. You don't know she's not actually a tiger.
But her character's so good that it just connects with people. And that's just, you can't just be the normal guy, right?
When I met her, I almost gave her a treat because
she's a tiger.
She was a little tiger.
Yes, but that match was so much fun. And then we moved on to another singles match, Utami Hayashishita versus Chikagoto. And this delivered on all counts of the power match. Like, they were just in there throwing hands, doing giant swings. This was your strongman match, essentially.
It was. It really was.
And it was really good. It was really awesome. They did a great job together.
I thought they did.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I thought they did. I thought it was a great match. And I thought Utami, one thing I enjoyed about this is, through this whole thing, Utami being real.
Yeah.
She seemed like, she's not out here holding her hand up, being stoic.
Right.
She's smiling, having a good time. She's looking down at her gut because she can't be a lightweight. She's, talking about how big her butt is. And, she's being funny. She's making fun of herself. She's having fun. That's gold.
Yeah, it does seem like Utami has really tapped into her personality since coming to Marigold. She's very much just been more openly just Utami.
I mean, one could argue...
and it's really fun.
It's when you run out of F's to give.
Yeah. Like, what else is there except just to be myself at this point?
Right.
But Utami did win this match. She hit a German suplex hold on Chikagoto, which is quite the feat in and of itself.
I still call foul on one thing.
What?
During the presser... building up to this. Chikagoto and that measuring tape.
Yeah.
Measured her ass. And Utami took it. Measured hers. And hers, she said, was bigger.
By 4 centimeters.
I don't believe it.
You think there was foul play with the measurements?
I think it's rigged.
Okay.
I mean...
we need a remeasure is what you're saying.
I'm just saying, man. Chikagoto...
her hip attacks are crazy, okay? They're the best.
So they are. Most people that do hip attacks, it's a terrible move. It doesn't look
just
good.
Objectively.
Going all the way back to Iceman King Parsons in Dallas, when he did the butt.
Yeah.
It was fun because a guy was calling something a butt.
Right.
So it's like, hey, he jumped up in the air, threw his ass right in your face.
Right.
That was the last time I enjoyed that. Ever since, anytime I see a hip attack, I'm like, oh, man. And God help me for Taguchi. I think Taguchi hurt me on hip attacks really bad. Like, it's caused me some kind of, like, displacement problem.
Probably.
But, walking, I don't get the hip attacks, right?
Right.
It's like, quit hitting me with that damn hip bone. That your hip bone's sticking out.
Yes.
But Chikagoto, you're right, man. She murders. She is out here murking girls with her hip attacks.
She is. And I love it. It's great. She's really honed it in. Like, she wasn't always that vicious with it, but she's really she's throwing it, dude.
Yeah.
After that, we got into our title matches, of which we have 4 on this night, starting with the Twin Star Tag Team titles going up. It was the Darkness Summit, which is what they were calling it. Rei Sato and Nagisa Nozaki versus Chiaki and Misa Matsui. And this tag match was great, but the highlight of it for sure was the moments when Rei Sato and Misa Matsui were in there together. They really mesh well. They do amazingly well together in the ring against one another. And of course, it's all Darkness Revolution, and there were shenanigans. If I never see anyone on a cart again, it'll never be as good as Misa Matsui being pushed down the ramp.
Oh my god!
On the cart, nearly taking poor Tom out of the commentary booth on the way by. It was so good.
I mean, we were so close. No, just kidding, Tom. But no, that was murderous.
Nagisa just shoved her and she just went, dude.
Honestly, there's no way they knew it was going to go that fast.
I don't think so, because she went, like, she could have went right under the ring.
It reminded me of National Lampoon's Vacation when he goes sledding and puts the new company thing on the bottom of the sled, and
it was
just
that vibe. Yes.
It's just like fire. You could totally make a gif of it and put the fire behind it. It would look like that.
There were a lot of shenanigans in this match. There were chairs, like mountains of chairs, and Rhea with her belt and just everything you could possibly think of Darkness Revolution doing to each other, they did in this match. The champions did come out on top. Chiaki and Misa Matsui are still the champs, but they have a new challenger at who came out after this match. It was Shino and Sariyama Oka, the winners of the Twin Star Cup, are now going to challenge for the Twin Star titles, as they have the right to.
Makes good sense.
Yes, but Darkness Revolution is fine. They didn't take any bad feelings out of this match. They had a good time.
Was Barry the Business Bear there, holding up a sign saying, Darkness Revolution's fine?
No, but I wish he had been, because that would have been hilarious. Darkness Revolution is fine.
I missed the Business Bear.
The next match was our United National title match between
the untitled
Victoria Yuzuki and Shioko Koshino. And I have one word to describe this match, and it is ugly. Holy crap, dude. They were just struggling through, like, in a good way. Like, it was like, you're not going to get one over on me. I'm going to get one over you. And then it was just like throwing hands. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not... This was violent.
It was.
This match was violent.
It started off violent. It ended crazy.
I don't know if Kushina will ever sing again.
Oh my God.
Just from losing the happiness in her heart.
Just starting off the match with Shioko Koshino drilling Yuzuki through the floor with a power bomb.
Let's call this like it is. All right. This is what actually happened. And I don't care to tell this little nugget. Now, this is behind... you know what I'm going to tell them.
Yes.
Okay.
As you always tell me.
So, actually, because I wrestled, okay, and because I've been involved in wrestling for a long time, there is something I learned early on in the ring.
It's a phenomenon.
And it's a phenomenon, okay? So, I was in the ring with a veteran who missed something. And it was a botch. Mm-hmm. And then he proceeded to beat the shit out of me.
Because he missed. And then the next time that ever happened, it was not a veteran. It was a younger guy. And he missed a punch by a mile. And the next punch almost knocked me out. So I started thinking to myself, is human reaction to missing something or looking like a fool to come back and do it incredibly too hard? Yes, I think it is. It's the embarrassment, right?
So I noticed it from then on, and I noticed it when I watch matches. So I've been telling Raja for years now, like, dude, whenever somebody misses something, do not just run, drop dead, drop everything you're doing, forget the match, and run to the back.
We'll be sitting there watching a match, and I'll just hear "run" from beside me. I'm like, oh no!
Because every time somebody seems to miss something, even if somebody's chopping and the chop doesn't make the sound, that next chop is going to knock your titty off. It's bad, right? And
it always is.
It's just one of those things. And this match, we're watching this match, and old girl.
Oh man. It starts off, okay, Shioko, they go outside of the ring immediately, and Shioko tries to lift Yuzuki for a power bomb and stumbles backwards, and the look on Yuzuki's face is kind of hilarious, because she kind of gives a look like, what the hell was that? Like,
yeah, you got to go watch this, guys.
So they get back into it. Shioko picks her up again, doesn't stumble, but drives her through the freaking floor with the power bomb.
Yeah, I thought she was going to pop up in our bedroom.
It was ugly.
You know, I thought she was going to pop up in our bedroom live from going through the floor in Japan.
It was so mad.
It was so crazy. And the thing about her face you're talking about with Victoria, when she falls and Victoria gets up, this one little click, real quick look.
She just looks back.
This little glance like, why am I here?
It was so funny.
And then, that power bomb was the kind of power bomb that I don't care how many times you hear, tuck your chin, kid.
Yeah.
Tuck your chin, kid. Oh, that kid didn't tuck his chin. So you got to tuck your chin when you take a bump, or you're going to hit the back of your head, and it's going to cause a concussion. And I'm telling you, man, if she doesn't have a concussion, then I don't know what a concussion is.
She seemed loopy, didn't she?
Yeah, she seemed loopy for the rest of the match.
And it led to some crazy looking stuff, dude.
It led to a incredible match, but almost one where her body at times, her being Victoria Yuzuki, there was some moves that she does a lot that just the body sometimes, and I don't know if you've ever done anything, with your body that you really wanted to do a certain way.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't do the way in school if they had you do tumbles or if you ever had to, cut a flip or something and your legs just don't do exactly what you want them to do.
It's like that dream where you're running, but you can't run fast, but you feel like you're running fast.
Victoria was doing some of her signatures.
Oh, man. No, near the end of the match, like there was a moment in the match where she kicked the crap out of Shioko's face and it showed the rest of the match. But at the end of the match, Shioko's on the mat set up for the victory shooting and Victoria goes for it and it did not work out the way she wanted. So she gets up to do it again and it also did not work out. And she just kicks Shioko straight in the face with her spinning boots, like as she's spinning. And it looks so nasty. And then she decides at that point, I'm going to go to the top rope and do the victory sunset. And man, did she killed Shioko on that.
Yeah, I mean, and listen,
it was heavy as heck.
Soon as that moment happened in the match we were talking about earlier, from that point on, Victoria had that shoulder strut.
Yeah.
And it's the shoulder strut that you see sometimes in people when they're just in ass kick mode. And Victoria, the thing we love about Victoria,
she's like moxing it.
The thing we love about Yuzuki is Yuzuki came from any hood I've ever been in. and it's so funny because she just got that thing about her. She's that girl in high school that's going to beat you up and take your lunch money. Yes. But she doesn't look that way. She's all sweet, innocent, wearing the most beautiful gear I've ever seen.
Oh my God, she looked amazing.
She looked like $1 million.
Her hair, her
she
gear.
Looked like $1 million, but buddy, let me tell you. You piss her off and she's like, oh yeah? Huh?
Doing her shoulders.
Yeah, doing her shoulders.
Oh my God, she's scary.
Love Victoria Yuzuki.
She's amazing.
I love Victoria Yuzuki.
She won this match with the victory sunset. She beat Shioko Kushino. Poor Shioko, she looked worse for wear after that.
She did. Victoria didn't have the bloody mouth this time.
No, she didn't. She managed to get out of it without anything except possibly a concussion. We're not sure about that, but this match was great to watch. Like, it's just straight up entertaining.
It was.
But it was ugly.
Yeah,
it was
ugly.
Way.
Again, ugly in a good way.
That brings us to the semi-main event of the evening, as if we could continue to go on after that. For the GHC Women's Championship, it was Mayu Iwatani versus Takumi Iroha.
This is your match.
Of the best of Joshi in this match. And it was everything that I could have hoped for and more. Like, they went out there and just delivered on all counts. Mayu, she's fast, she's precise, she's going to get in there and kill you if she can. But Takumi is take no prisoners when she gets in the ring. And it showed in this match. Like, they were beating the crap out of each other.
Takumi is aura.
She is. She has everything.
Plain and simple. She is aura. She is otherworldly.
Yeah.
She's unlike any Joshi athlete that I can even fathom. Mm-hmm. And that's how unique of a individual that she is. When we were watching this, Raja came to the conclusion, out of everyone we've met, and we've met a lot,
yes,
that you're not sure we could actually meet Takumi Iroha.
If I was sitting in a stadium or like in a little arena and that theme song hit, I think I would just faint like immediately.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if I could talk to Takumi Iroha. She feels greater than. I don't know, like she feels like otherworldly to me.
I mean, you met Mayu Iwatani wearing a homemade Stars jersey.
I did. She loved it.
She loved it. That was great. You met Aja Kong, and that was fine, And
I met Syuri.
Yeah, Syuri, and
she showed me how to do the God's Eye symbol right.
right, and so it's all these teachable moments, right?
Yes.
I get it. There's some people that you meet that I kind of felt that way with Starlight. Like I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, you were a little starstruck with Starlight.
I'm not one of those guys that puts your arm around somebody,
Yeah.
And it's a funny thing going back and looking at it, just because I had a force field around me because I had to keep it. I had to keep 100.
Yeah, you were like, I have to focus.
When she looked at me, I was just freaking out inside.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it.
I mean, back when I first started seriously watching wrestling, we started with New Japan, and then we had the great honor of going to Ring of Honor Global Wars, and I got to meet Hiromu Takahashi, who was my favorite wrestler at the time. He's still one of my favorites, but that moment of like being face to face with Hiromu Takahashi,
you couldn't even form words.
I was not even in my body at that point.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
It was funny because that happened with me with someone I didn't even expect, with Naito.
He just walked by us in the hallway. We were like, ooh.
Naito walked by, and it's like I started hearing birds.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? Where'd everybody go?
Yeah, and like you said, we've met a lot of people, like wrestlers in general. I mean, you've been in the back with wrestlers, like of crazy proportions.
Dude, I have managed every hero.
Yeah,
I have been in tag teams. I've been in a match with the Rock and Roll Express. I've done this stuff. None of that ever bothered me.
No, but there's some people where it's like,
yeah,
I don't even see you on the same plane as me as a person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at this. Like, so Abdullah the Butcher this is weird, but I think I have something for big black guys. But so Abdullah the Butcher was my favorite wrestler, and I know that's stupid and strange and all this stuff.
It's the character thing, right? As a kid,
I always appreciated the characters.
Yeah,
I always did. I always loved the Stan Hansens and the Terry Gordys and the Abdullah the Butchers and these ass kicking guys, and I always loved the fact that the ones that went to Japan.
Yeah,
no matter how little I was, I thought that was awesome. Okay. Yeah. And just the world travelers, the mystique. And Abdullah had the most mystique of anyone. Mm-hmm. And I had read magazine articles about Abdullah eating one of his managers. I still own this magazine and showed you.
We saw it, yes.
They're like, we don't know what happened to him. It's one of the indie, it wasn't an after mag, it's an indie mag. I still own it to this day, where it talked about Abdullah the Butcher had possibly eaten his manager. Because this is a known thing that happens sometimes in the Sudan. That's like, it's not, but that's what the magazine talked about.
Right.
And, so I was always, but the night came, years later, after I was not wrestling anymore, I'm managing. And something, Abdullah had a manager, but I'm at this show, and this is a show where I have Jake the Snake Roberts I'm in a match with. I'm in a match with, which is crazy enough because he went over the match completely naked with a cigarette hanging out of his lip, that the ash was all the way the length of the actual cigarette, all the way to the butt, and the ash had not fallen. I think the ash was scared to fall because Jake was just such a real deal, man. Because,
right.
And that's the one where Jake slithered over me after he put me out, and he put the snake on me, and I whisper, not moving my lips,
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. And he's like, and he looks right down at me. He's like, there is no God, kid. And I'll never forget There Is No God, Kid.
So that just lives in your head forever.
Just from Jake the Snake Roberts. I'll never forget Naked Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Going over a match.
Yeah.
But at the same card, and also Naked Bobby Fulton, by the way. They're just walking around telling people how long their matches are, completely nude. Very strange locker room. But Abdul the Butcher he was pissed at his manager. And he's like, something to the extent of, I need a manager, right? Mm-hmm. And someone was like, well, John Hawkins is a manager. So
you're like, I sure am.
I come over there and I had that feeling, right? Mm-hmm. I had that feeling about Abdullah.
Yeah.
And that's what the whole point of this is that feeling I had of Abdullah. I was trying to stay as far away as I could from him.
Right. You're trying not to be a fanboy.
And so I stand there right in front of him, and he's sitting there and people are treating him like royalty. And he's like, cut a promo, kid. he's like, give me a promo about Bobby Fulton and putting his brother out in Japan, and we're going to finish it off tonight, and all this stuff. And yes, that's very close to what it sounds like, which I had to get past that. And without thinking, without even reservation, without asking what, because I've seen Pulp Fiction, without asking what, I cut the promo of my life in the locker room. And I remember seeing a messed up Buff Bagwell look over from the end of the locker room while I'm doing this, looking over to see what the noise was. As I'm standing there cutting a promo in the locker room, right? And instantly he's like,
yeah, you're going with me. And so at this point, I'm thinking, well, this is a gimmick, right? So he hands me a beer bottle.
Yeah.
And he's like, put this in your jacket. Don't give it to me until I ask for it. And I was like, okay, fine. A real beer bottle, by the way. Nothing worked. We go out there, and I've always thought, I wonder how he does this. I wonder when they cut themselves, or
right,
during
when the
this
gig comes in.
Obviously, Abby's not cutting them.
Right.
Jesus Christ. We go out there, and he asks for the beer bottle. I hand the beer bottle to him, and I'm doing a Middle Eastern gimmick, funny enough, with my voice and everything during this. But he breaks the beer bottle on the side of the ring and just gouges his opponent's head. Just blood everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
And then hands it back to me.
You're just looking at it like, oh.
And I'm just like, okay, all right. I had every right to feel the way I did. Absolutely every right. But that's the whole thing. It's so funny how some of these people have this aura about them, and you can just tell.
Yeah, it's like some wrestlers you can just go up to and talk to like they're old friends, right?
Yeah.
There were a lot of those that I met that were very easy to just walk up to and be like, hey, can I have a picture? And they were really cool about it. But then there are some where you're just like, this person is a star, and I am blessed to be in their presence. And I feel like Takumi Iroha is the embodiment of that for me.
But yeah, and that's really much it, though, isn't it? We talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
And the ones that we see that are younger that have it.
Yes.
And right off the bat.
Yeah. And we had a conversation about how Takumi could go literally anywhere and be this kind of star, but she's so loyal to Jagusa and Marvelous, and that's such a cool thing for someone to do, like to be that loyal to your place and to bring Marvelous along with you in your stardom. It's just so cool. She's so cool. She was awesome in this match. She looked amazing.
Yeah.
Like, she looked in the best shape of her freaking life in this match.
Oh, yeah.
And Mayu Iwatani, of course, is just Mayu. Like, she's going to turn into zombie Mayu. She's going to fight through literally everything Takumi throws at her, because Takumi was throwing things at her left and right and center. Like, just killing her the whole time.
And Mayu Iwatani is either the best seller that's ever been in the business, in the history of the business.
Yes.
Or she was really screwed up in this match.
Right. Like, she looked crazy.
It worried
the end.
me. I mean, she was doing the stumble. She was doing the Shawn Michaels thing. When Shawn fainted. So I'm thinking, holy crap, this is incredible selling.
Yeah. And then we get near the end of the match, and she goes for the Fubuki Rana, which we were clamoring for, right? We're like, yes, we want to see the Fubuki Rana. But she slips off the ropes as she's going for it and ends up just hitting the Dragon Sleeper suplex and then 2 moonsaults to end the match and beat Takumi Iroha. So Mayu Iwatani is now the GHC Women's Champion, the third of the line, which is amazing. That's an amazing champion to have. But it was a crazy match,
Yeah,
dude.
the first woman to be the IWGP and the GHC champion.
Yeah, which is big kudos. And she's also a double champion because she still holds that Superfly title for Marigold.
For now.
And so after the match, she did have a challenger. Mayu Iwatani had a challenger. It was Utami Hayashishita, who came out looking for a chance at that GHC Women's Championship. Mayu was like, she's like looking around. She's like, really? I just did this, and now you're out here talking to me. She was like not into it at all. She's like, listen, how about this? Instead of a title match, because we have to ask the GHC committee, if it's okay if we do that. Why don't we have a special singles match on January 24th in Cork for my 15th anniversary? And Utami seemed all right with that.
Yeah.
That suggestion. Because Utami was also like, on the 12th in Cork, I want to have a special tag match. So we can't do it then. So they're going to do it on the 24th for Mayu Iwatani's anniversary.
Mayu Iwatani did try having a flyweight match with her.
She did. She suggested the Superfly title. She was like, we could do it for this title. And Utami immediately looks down at her stomach. She's like, if I lose 20 kilograms before then maybe. That's so funny. Utami's so funny right now. She's great.
She is.
It's another bit of that personality we love. But that match was just crazy, dude. Like,
it was great.
Start off 2026 with a match like that, like already match of the year contender sort of deal.
I think having a match like that and having the imperfections in it is the same thing as when I'm listening to music from the yesteryear and I'm like, listen to the hand go up the frets.
We can hear them breathing.
We can hear their breathing. They're not always in key.
Yeah.
And it makes it better. better.
It's real, right? We talked about that as well during this show about Marigold. It's like you can feel the raw passion and struggle with these girls, that they're just trying their best to be something, and it's amazing.
It's like when Yamioka won the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Those tears are real.
Yeah.
Those tears are real.
They've been working so hard for this, and to put on a show like this and these matches, it was so much fun.
When you wrestle in front of nobody and you are made mockery of, I mean, look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? They've made their entire run in the NFL this year, winning their AFC South. Mm-hmm. They've made their whole run based on bulletin board material, which is everybody doubting us.
Yeah.
Everybody laughs at us. Everybody says we're not real. Everybody says we're in a small market.
Yes.
You know, and I love that. Mm-hmm. And that really can fire people up. And that's really what Marigold, I think, has been doing. It's brought this group of misfits together.
Yeah, a little ragtag group of girls.
And to having some incredible shows. And there's still a lot of stuff on the shows, right?
Yes.
But it's not...
There's still stumbles, but that's what makes it so enjoyable, right? So real. It's like they're really trying hard. Sometimes they slip up. It happens.
I like having peanut butter and jelly. So I'm glad that we have these other federations out there that are giving it their all.
Yeah, totally. But that was not the end of the night. We still had the main event to go for the Marigold World Championship. Mai Sakurai versus Miku Ano. And this was a fabulous match. Miku Ano looked incredible. Like, she looked amazing in her new gear. She looked like a champion. And they really gave it their all in this match. You know, you're coming in right after those two matches, the UN and the GHC, which is a tall order after two matches of that magnitude, but they really pulled it off. Miku Ano ended up winning with a Glorious Driver, but the Glorious Driver 2 she hit Mai Sakurai with to win the match and retain the World Championship. So a great ending to a fantastic night, a great way to kick off 2026 for Marigold. It was amazing.
What a kick in the face, though, using a Glorious Driver against her.
I mean, Mai Sakurai did use the Styles Clash at one point in the match. So, you know, they were throwing it at each other the whole time.
Yeah, that Styles Clash.
If you can call it a Styles Clash.
It was a Styles smash.
Yes, but amazing night. Great. First stream is so good. If you have any interest at all in watching it, I totally recommend it because it's a really fun show and it really shows the best of Marigold.
It does.
They do great in these big show situations to just really show their heart and everything that they're about and why we love them so much.
Yeah, no, it's, again, great fun, great show.
Yes.
Good job.
But now we need to skip over to Stardom because they also had a January 3rd show. In fact, two shows back-to-back on January 3rd in Shinjuku Face for New Year Dream. They had a day show and a night show, and I love the way they did this. They split up the roster so that you weren't getting the same matches or anything close to them on the two shows, and you got to see different girls depending on if you went to the day show or the night show or both. You got to see everybody.
Right.
So it was really fun. It was really interesting to see everyone. We kicked off the day show with a three-way Kikyo Furusawa versus Momo Kogo versus Olympia, who is still with us here in Stardom. And this was really an enjoyable match. You know, Momo Kogo really loves the lucha style, so she was in there mixing it up with Olympia the whole time. Unfortunately, it was Olympia who won this match. She got the pin on Kikyo Furusawa.
Yeah, Olympia looks amazing, dude.
She does. She's quite the competitor. In the next match, we had a six-man. Azusa Inaba, Ruaka, and Natsuko Tora took on Matoi Hamabe, Kyoko Katatsu, and Rana Yagami. And unfortunately, this match was highlighted by the very obvious fact that Matoi seemed to injure her leg. I don't know if it was her knee or her ankle. One would suspect the knee because it was already taped up, and she's had trouble with it in the past. But she did get hurt near the end of this match on a move. She just landed weird when she was wrestling Azusa. It was nobody's fault. Her leg just sort of bent weird under her.
She tried to keep going, but it
was obvious.
Unfortunately, man, her leg just wouldn't do anything after that. And poor thing, it sucks because of just coming off injury that she did such a long time too.
Yeah, 10 months.
Yeah, 10 months is forever in wrestling. But you know, and she looked great. Matoi is part of that young crop that is just unbelievably good in Stardom.
Yeah.
And so we wish her the best. Hopefully it's a tweak. Hopefully it's nothing that's going to be another 10 months. I haven't heard anything yet, but
me either, not yet, but I really, really hope it's nothing serious because she's such a talent and has so much potential that I would hate for her to have to miss out on the wrestling career she obviously so badly wants just because one of her legs decides it doesn't want to cooperate.
It happens though, man. I mean, not everybody's body is cut out for this abuse. The human body is not designed. You have to train yourself to throw yourself down on the floor.
Yeah.
It's just, your body doesn't want to do it.
It's not like a normal thing that people should be doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, you get calloused up. You learn how to do it where it's not as much damage, but not everybody can.
Yeah, well, Matoi did finish the match. Azusa pinned her after a half-hatch suplex, so she did stick it out until the end of the match, but Hate won in the end.
Yeah.
Then we had a tag team match, Akira Kuragane and Bozilla versus Rion and Hanako. And I thought Bozilla and Hanako were like really awesome in this match, like with their power moves and
absolutely.
like just running into each other essentially. It was really cool to see. Rion actually won this match with her crazy looking roll up on Akira Kuragane, and it looked correct. It looked awesome.
It did. It was funny because it looked like, okay, that's what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, because normally we're like, she needs to not do that because it doesn't look like it's right. Like you should be moving that direction with your body.
Right.
But it looked awesome here, and she used it to win the match. So good for her.
Yeah, no, I agree.
In the next match, Ane Kanaya, Sariano, and Natsupoi teamed up to take on Mei Seira, Starlight Kid, and Alex Windsor.
Windsor.
So we've got Alex Windsor in Stardom for the very first time.
Yeah, awesome job, man. I love seeing her out there. And you could tell that she wanted to be in Stardom.
She was so excited.
It's funny because Windsor, Alex Windsor has such a... She has some moxie to her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She has some of that good old English... the rain in Spain, falls mostly on the plain to her. You could just see.
She's got grit.
Yeah, you could just see her there on the street, also stealing your money and playing dice.
Yes.
And I love that
Me
about
too.
her. That's like one of her most endearing qualities. And she has mom strength, dude.
Yeah, oh, man.
She
picked up Ane at one point in this match, just picked her up.
Yeah.
Like, no problem.
Because there was that communication, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. She's like, all right, Ane, we're going to go up right now. It doesn't matter.
You're getting
sis.
slammed.
And again, Alex Windsor looked great. I love seeing her here. I would love to see a run with her.
Me too. I would love to see more of her in Stardom. It's really cool to see her here. I loved just the before match pose with her standing behind Starlight and May was just so, it was so cute and so amazing. And her in this match was amazing. But for me, the highlight, and you as well, I imagine, because we talked about it, was the little segments between Natsupoi and Mei Seira. It's like it happened and we were like, where has this been our whole lives?
Exactly.
What is that? What is that?
Yeah. Like, hold on a second. Stop everything.
It's like, wait, we need that right now.
That's the match.
Have we never had much Natsupoi versus Mei Seira?
I think what happened is Mei Seira came in when Poi was on that going to the top of the roller coaster with Tam. And, when May came in with her balloons and all this crap, whatever, when she came in, it was really Poi on top of the card with Tam Nakano. And then we had everything that's happened since then.
That's so true.
And it was really not Natsupoi in the high speed.
Which is what May has been heading.
Exactly. Poi had high speed matches during that time period, but not really those.
Right.
And I think that Poi not having the high speed matches has... Like, you got to still have it. You got to still have
every now and then.
Every now and then.
Throws a bone.
Because she is such a high-speed wrestler.
She is. She's like the high-speed queen, essentially.
Yeah,
and just seeing that little flash of it with Mei Seira, we were like enthralled immediately.
I think everybody wants to elevate the high-speed belt needs to remember that it shouldn't be a stepping stone.
Yeah.
It should be the stone.
Yeah, like if you want to be high speed, that should be your thing. It should be just as valuable as being the big champion, right?
You got to have the long-term champion with all the defenses that doesn't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
Like, I have made it to the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
this is what I want to be.
Like Hiromu with the junior championship, right? Like, I want to elevate this to the main event because this is everything to me.
Exactly.
And that, just in that match, it was so good. Alex Windsor got the win in this match. She pinned Ane Kanaya, who looks right at home with Cosmic Angels, by the way.
And Ane was another one that I was thinking about earlier. Ane also coming back, and Jesus Christ, did she when she was out, did she take 10 years of training pill?
Yeah, it's crazy how good she is.
So Ane, and I hope somebody else can see this, and I'm not crazy. I know I'm crazy, but Ane looks like young Tam to me.
She has a Tam Nakano vibe about her.
There is so much Tam Nakano vibe about her that it's vibing me up.
Yeah.
Like I had you looking up young pictures of Tam.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this girl not only looks like her, but gives me the feeling of her a little bit.
Yeah, she has that spirit, and like she's very peppy and like energetic, and she's a great wrestler already. So it's really cool to see her, and having her in here with Syuri and Natsupoi just kind of made all the sense in the world.
Yeah, totally agree.
After this match, after Alex got the win, she did say a quick thank you to the Japanese fans. You know, she said it's always been a goal of hers to come into Stardom. So she's finally here and happy about it. And we're happy for her to have that chance. Mei Seira called out Hazuki, who had offered her a shot at the CMLL Japan Women's Championship after their high-speed match. So Mei Seira was ready to challenge for that belt. And Starlight said a little bit about Saya Kamitani and her challenge and about how she would like to do that in Osaka. So some big things coming up for Neo Genesis.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
In the main event of the day show, we had a 3-way tag match between Koguma and Hazuki, FWC, Miyu Amasaki and Azumi, O2 Line, and Miku Kanai and Syuri. I don't think they have a tag team name, but they have been a steady tag team throughout tag league. So they were about to come out for this tag team match, and before they could do that, BMI 2000 came out, who are the Goddess of Stardom tag team champions, and they went over to Okada and they were like, "You're just gonna have this no-hate main event. It's so boring. We need to do something to make it not boring. So we're going to give whoever wins this match a shot at the Goddess of Stardom championships." So they essentially made this a #1 contenders match before it started, which is really exciting for all three of these tag teams who haven't really they didn't have any designs on the Goddess of Stardom titles beforehand. So now they're about to jump in and get a shot at them if they win. And they came out here and they fought their butts off for that chance. You know, you got two very established tag teams in O2 Line and FWC, and also Syuri with Miku Kanai. So 3 very hard outs in the tag division.
And there seemed to be, early on, some stuff with Syuri. And there seemed to be a little smash go on with Kevin and with Syuri.
Yes. A little harsher than necessary type of thing.
Yeah, and it was funny because when we were watching it, I was like, did Azumi see that? Because I always talk about Azumi being like the mom. You know, she's even though same age and all this stuff, Azumi has that. There's just something about her. And I've been pining for Azumi to have a meaningful run.
Yes.
Of anything.
Yes, I feel like she's been a little forgotten lately.
Yeah, I don't care if there's a belt. I don't care if it's... Well, I don't care what it is. Just some kind of feud, some kind of run, something that means something. And, you know, we kind of got something as organic as it may have been.
It was crazy. Okay, so the finish to this match was interesting because Azumi was in there with Miku Kanai and they were going like back and forth, you know, they were putting each other in their pins and so whatnot. And Azumi threw on her armbar and she had been working Miku's arms to try to get this armbar. And while she has the armbar on, Syuri comes in for what looks like a save and she starts stomping Azumi, but Miku still taps out because Azumi doesn't let go. And then when Azumi did let go because the match was over, she won, she kind of like looked up at Syuri like, what the heck? It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, she grabbed a stick. Syuri was almost out of the arena. Like you do. If you don't have anything left to do to talk, you know, afterwards, it was going to be very much hate talking to O2 Line. And that's what it was set up for. You know, maybe not. Maybe this is all part of it. But that's what I love about it. But they were almost out of the arena and Azumi's like, hey, Syuri, wait. I hate you too.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Like, it's not a normal thing to like be yelling at someone who's on their way out the door, right? Syuri like turned around. She was like, what the heck? She didn't say anything back.
Well, she had Syuri face about
Azumi she's fired up. Like, she was very agitated in this post-match confrontation with hate. She kept throwing the mic down every time she talked and having to pick it back up.
Yeah, she was very much giving off some Victoria Zuki vibes. But, I mean, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Anybody who's watching that, I think, would be here for it. Yes. Having a little bit of Syuri versus Azumi
What a match that would be. Because neither of them would pull any punches against each other.
I would love to see it. We could even do a tag match.
Yeah.
And have O2 Line in there.
Yeah. So O2 Line, though, winning this match and getting a shot at the Goddess of Stardom titles, there were a lot of words said by Hate. They were like,
they're always on.
You do everything half-hearted. You wouldn't even be close to having a chance at these if we hadn't gifted it to you,
Yeah.
They were very harsh about O2 Line, but Miyu and Azumi seem very ready to take on this challenge.
Yeah, I think that's the best kind. When it's out of left field,
right?
And again, bulletin board material.
Yes, this will be their Super Bowl as a tag team, right? So they're gonna fight their absolute hardest. Maybe BMI 2000 aren't looking at them like worthy competitors, and they might slip a little because of that.
It'd be interesting to see.
It will, but we had a few hours off after the day show, went straight into the night show, and we kicked off with a singles match between Ane Kanaya and Rina. And this match was so good. They did amazing.
Out of all the damn matches that we've been talking about,
yeah,
the one that had no right being as good as it is,
oh my goodness,
is Rina versus Ane Kanaya.
Because you don't expect it to be like a 10-minute banger, right?
I wanted Rina to have the 2026. I want her to be Wrestler of the Year this year.
Yes.
And Jesus, she started it off.
She's starting off great. First match of the year against Ane Kanaya. Ane she did really well. She almost had her a few times. Like, she got really close a couple times. But Rina she is a superstar, and she is not going to go down that easily. She did tap Ane Kanaya out with the hydrangea, a little extra mustard on the hydrangea just for Ane to tap her out.
It's beautiful. I mean, she kicked out. One of the falsies was the second time up on the ropes.
Yeah, she moved out of the way of the knees, which was crazy. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was over at that point.
Yeah, because normally Japanese finish, as we like to call it, was, they maybe kick out, but you do the finish again and you get it.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen.
But Rina did win, so she's going into 2026 with a win under her belt, which we always love to see. In the next match, we had Saki Kashima versus Yuri Hime.
Yay!
And they started this by reciting a pledge of some kind. They were just talking, and then Yuri backed up to lariat Saki Kashima from behind, and Saki happened to duck right as she was about to hit her with the lariat, and Saki's walking around the ring still reciting things while Yuri is trying to hit her, and every time she goes for her, Saki's just out of the way right in time, and it's so funny.
Very Three Stooges, and
it was very visual comedy.
Yes. And
then she sets Yuri up in the middle to recite something as well, and she's waiting patiently for her to finish. She keeps trying to go for something, but then Yuri would look at her and she'd stop and clap her on and stuff. And then she finally went for the roll up, the Kishikaise, which Yuri kicked out of at first, and then a few minutes later she hit the Kishikaise again and pinned Yuri.
I like to think
and left.
That Saki Kashima watched Monty Python. I like to think there's a dubbed Japanese version of Monty Python that she watches because she's got that kind of comedy, that straight-faced, comedy where she never breaks character.
Yeah.
And you never know really what's in that chick's head.
Yeah, because she's just being Saki.
Yeah.
And as soon as she got the pin, she got out of the ring and left and was bowing on the way out.
Yeah, and she was wiping the sweat off her head,
Yeah, she's like, that was hard work.
I love the girl.
Lady C looking at the timer wow, that was fast.
It's just great.
They're so funny. In the next match, Rana Yagami and Ami Sourei took on Saida and Olympia. This tag team, Saida and Olympia, are an impeccable tag team.
Talk about things we didn't know that we needed.
Just the muscle bros out here doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, they were the big muscle bros.
It was amazing. They look so cool together.
They really did. And it's so funny how they both do the same finger thing, on the pose.
Yes, with the hands up while they're flexing.
The Charles Atlas holding the globe.
It's amazing. There were plenty of chops in this match from Ami and Saida. It was Saida who hit Rana Yagami with the sliding lariat to win this match. So Saida and Olympia with one tag team win under their belt. Maybe we'll see more of this tag team.
What match was it that had the bloody chest?
It's in a little while.
Sorry.
It's in a little while.
Sorry,
do you remember who the bloody chest was on? Okay, well, you'll find out soon.
Okay.
In the next match, Fukigen Death and Konami took on Kikyo Furusawa and Alex Windsor.
Windsor!
As soon as I saw this graphic, I knew what matchup I wanted to see out of this. and it was Alex versus Konami, and they freaking delivered.
Yeah.
They brawled, dude. They just went for it. Holy crap.
I think I was telling a story.
And you were like, wait.
You hadn't told me anything about this match, about, that you were looking forward to this part of it. And those two got in the ring, and I just stopped.
They stopped time.
And it was just like, holy shit, these guys are going.
Yeah, they took it out of each other. It was so cool.
Gotta get Konami and Windsor back together.
The brawl was just immaculate. It was amazing.
We have to have this. She has to do, Konami has to do the tour in Eve. Or something somewhere.
We need Alex Windsor challenging for the Wonder of Stardom title at some point.
Yeah.
Just do this again.
Yeah, dude, listen. Alex, if you're listening, book Konami.
Yes.
Somewhere.
Get Konami in the ring, one-on-one.
Make this happen. Konami, if you're listening, we love you.
Windsor, that's all you need to know.
You do whatever you want.
yeah, you just do your thing, girl.
Yeah.
Alex, once again, with the win here, she submitted Fukigen Death for the win. She, almost tore poor Fukigen Death's leg off.
But she was tapping before it even happened.
She was like, no.
She's like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, it was brutal. But Alex Windsor with yet another win. 2 wins on the first day in Stardom. Amazing.
Windsor.
In the next match, we had Waka Tsukiyama, Xena, and Maika versus Itsuki Aoki, Rina Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki.
So never mind.
You remember now?
So it's all come back to me now because it's 2 of my favorite people.
Yes. So Rina Yamashita versus Xena. My God.
Man,
Talk about a brawl.
We love Rina Yamashita so much.
She's so good.
She's the coolest chick in the world, and I just want her to live in our house.
So we can hang out.
I just want her to be over on the end of the couch every time we hang out.
Just watching wrestling with us.
Just watching wrestling, popping beers,
yes.
Just whatever.
Yes.
She's so cool.
We love Rina Yamashita, and I believe you said during this match, you're like, I want them to let her do a full death match in Stardom just to show her full capabilities.
Yeah, I do. I hate it being done to death. No pun intended. Death matches have been over the last few years.
Yes.
But I still think there is a place for a death match, and it has to have a reason.
Of course.
But I want it to build up. Maybe something breaks down one day, God help us, with Mavita Loca, and her and Suzu have to settle something.
They would be the best candidates for it, right? They're both very, very tenured in the deathmatch world.
and we get Barb out there.
Barb!
And we have a proper glass, light tubes.
Yeah.
Just everything to show how crazy Rina Yamashita really is, but I mean, just because she can do it, man. She can do it.
She can.
But she can also do this, and she does this well.
Her facials, her character work, everything in the ring is so good.
I'm just glad she's getting seen.
Yeah.
Because, she's been out there, right? And she's been trucking the indies. She's been doing her thing, going to the States. It's cool when somebody gets a chance to be seen normal, week after week after week. So we love Mavita Loca.
I know, they're such a cool faction. They're so much fun.
They really are. And this match was also just good fun.
Yes.
Xena and her damn chops.
Yes, so it was Rina Yamashita who ended up with the bloody chest. Xena gave her a few chops and she was really selling them. And then she was like, more chops, please. She said it in English. And Xena was like, okay. So she just murdered her chest in there.
Yeah, Xena throws a damn hard chop.
Oh my goodness gracious.
There was one that sounded like a shotgun went off in that place.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's great to have her back in that form, seeing those again. But I almost forgot anyone else was in this match when Xena tagged Waka, and I was like, whoa, hey, what? There's more people.
Yeah, you really did say that.
I forgot you were here, but it was so much fun. Rina Yamashita did win this match. She did her implant driver on Waka Tsukiyama to win the match. So Mavita Loca coming in with a win here in the beginning of the year. Speaking of Mavita Loca, we also saw an interesting side of Itsuki Aoki on Twitter this week. She's doing the Yuki shame stretch on
the embarrassment hold. Yes,
Sumire Natsu. It's so funny.
Yes, that was a lot. That was interesting.
It was.
There was so much stuff happen this week, and there was some stuff happen, with Dump Matsumoto out there that I know a lot of you have seen.
Yeah.
With Aja Kong. There's stuff that we still haven't. I mean, listen to what we've watched.
There's so much. It's that week. It's the week where everything happens.
It's going to take us a week to really get through everything.
Yeah.
Because, there's some incredible. Oz Academy's on fire right now. They're doing some amazing things.
Oh my gosh. If anyone from Oz Academy is listening, please stream somewhere that's available in the States, please. I want to see it.
Yeah, no, it's a difficult thing to watch.
It is. It's like the new pay-per-view system that they're using doesn't even, you can't even access it from here. And I know I could use a VPN, but
Yeah, no, we tried.
We'll figure it out. In the main event of this night show, we had Lady C, Tomoka Inaba, and Hina versus Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurara, and Yuna Mizumori in a super fun match, Cosmic Angels versus God's Eye. But it was the God's Eye contingent that came out on top. Hina hit the frog splash on Sayaka Kurara to win the match, and then God's Eye decided to call out the Artist of Stardom champions. So Fukigen Death, Rina and Konami all came down to the ring, and Rina at first was like, I don't have time to do this. I'm focused on the white belt right now, and I'm gonna take that from Konami. They got into it a little bit, but the God's Eye was insistent that they get this Artist of Stardom title match in Korakuen Hall coming up. So
yeah, man,
I guess that's happening.
It looks like it is, and it's gonna be pretty damn good.
As long as we get Rina versus Hina, I'm happy.
I mean, that's all we really want.
Yeah, that's all we want out of this.
It's what we're here for.
That's all we want in life. I'm up for Tomoka versus Konami as well. Like,
yeah, me too.
I'm cool with that.
I'm speaking of Hina and Rina. I am up for Hanan returning.
We miss you, Hanan.
She's so close.
I know.
I mean, she's doing some. She's doing some seconding.
We'll see her soon. I'm sure. It won't be long.
She's there.
So that was all of the straight up Stardom that we watched. You know, they had their 2 big 1-3 shows, but there was one more match of the first week here of like the whole Dream Queendom to Wrestle Kingdom timeline, which was of course on 1/4 at Wrestle Kingdom 20, Syuri versus Saya Kamitani for both the NJPW Strong Women's Championship and the IWGP Women's Championship. And we did talk a little about this just because we were talking about the commentary at the beginning of the show, but the match itself was very in the spirit of Stardom. It was very much like showing everyone that may not have seen it before what Stardom is all about and what these girls are capable of, because Syuri and Saya went out there and had a hell of a match against each other in the Tokyo Dome in front of seas of people. It was so crazy.
Absolute sea of people.
And they did so well. It was such a good match. The fighting spirit spot alone was like so intense and just full of emotion. And it was almost surprisingly to a lot of people, I think, Syuri, who came out on top with the Shusekai pinning Saya Kamitani 1, 2, 3 to become the double champ.
And I think that it's the right call.
Yeah.
The reason I do is you can't stay on top if you're undefeatable. Mm-hmm. If you do not have chinks in your armor, you become boring.
Right.
Your story lacks importance.
Yeah.
And I think that Saya Kamitani is the flawed superstar. Mm-hmm. And that's what made her a superstar. She is a flawed princess.
Yes.
She is a hurt inside. She is a good soul that has been forced into the darkness.
Uh-huh.
And that's one of the things we all loved about her, is that she embraced that side that you can never have dreamed for Saya Kamitani. Mm-hmm. The flag bearer, the smiling, crying, cheerleader.
The Golden Phoenix.
The Golden Phoenix, becoming the Phoenix Queen and revolutionizing women's wrestling in Japan. And there's no argument to that.
No.
And yes, she has all the rankings at the top. She has all the, accolades and all this. But Saya Kamitani was never made Saya Kamitani because of belts.
No.
She was there because of who she is and the star that shines so bright. But I think that this is great because of the legitimacy of Syuri and because of I can see Syuri versus Syuri again.
Yeah.
And
I could see him running it back because they've got kind of a tie record at this point.
For these belts and how incredible that is. I think that Saya Kamitani has to have the shoe on the other foot and want to get that title back. And how funny would it be if Syuri was the one with it. After Saya Kamitani did the talking.
Yeah.
Saying, why should I even bother with you?
Right. And then she has to chase after her.
And then she has to chase after her.
Right.
It would be really interesting, would it not?
It would be. But I love this too. I think it's a great call because I love Saya having the red belt to be like the thing that she's most focused on. And I love Syuri being able to be that sort of international, like she can go to the States and she can do all this stuff with the IWGP that I think is very befitting of her.
We talk about people getting their flowers. And Syuri, people sometimes forget that two people have to tango for it to be a tango.
Yes.
And, when you look back at one of the greatest matches that really put Stardom on the map, what was the match that put Stardom on the map?
It was Syuri versus Utami Hayashishita.
Yeah. I mean, really, for real.
Yeah.
Before anybody had really dug up other stuff.
Yeah.
As a mainstream deal, and this might not be that way if you have always been in the Joshi. And so you were already into week after week Joshi. And I know a lot of our listeners are super educated. And by the way, just going to say this. We have the most educated listeners.
We really do.
I have done podcast since 2010. And literally, week after week after week, I have done podcast of some variety, some form, since 2010.
Yeah.
During that entire time, I have never done a podcast with such a intelligent, passionate group of listeners as what we have.
Yeah.
And I love that. I want it to be bigger.
Well, yeah.
And I want us to grow and I want us to get there. And I think we will. But man, do we have a team.
Yeah, our listeners are the best.
We have a core. But if some of those listeners, you guys have listened or you have watched Joshi for so long that maybe when that match happened with Utami and Syuri back in the day, that wasn't, maybe that wasn't, it was like, oh yeah, that's great. But man, I remember this EO match.
Right.
But for a lot of people,
that's what turned them on to Joshi.
That match really brought you in.
Yeah.
And I remember people going out of their way to go and just watch that match.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, hey, I like this other stuff too. Like,
wow, this is all really cool.
Like, what's this? What's this Oedo stuff? Holy shit.
Right.
And it was really great. But Syuri, through this time, she's had some long runs where they didn't have nothing for her.
Yeah.
There was it would seem like she would be on top and then it would not be on bottom she had nothing.
Yeah. She was just kind of there.
But she stayed. And that's so important. She stayed through all the lunch dates with Rossi and all this stuff you see that you think, okay, she's gone.
Yeah.
She stayed.
Yeah.
And I think at a little bit over a year ago, that was pretty damn important.
Yeah. It was like we needed everybody we could get, right? That
we had the legitimacy there. And Syuri has always brought that legitimacy.
Yes.
And she's always brought that loyalty.
Yeah, she is a standard bearer in Stardom and someone that Stardom is lucky to have, I think. And she is probably the most she embodies the IWGP to me. Like, she's very much what I would imagine a New Japan contracted Joshi wrestler would look like.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And the way she is with her team, that's a real team.
Yes, God's Eye is a very loyal team as well. You can tell that they're very close.
So I think this is great. I think this is the right call. And I think that it just adds a layer of interest.
Yeah. It definitely adds on to the Saya Kamitani saga, for sure.
Because a lot of people tuned in just to see what the Saya Kamitani stuff was.
Yeah.
And
it's like, who is this person that everyone's talking about?
Yeah, and they see this person who has a great match, incredible look, and they lost.
Yeah, but I think it's also important to remember, as Joshi fans at our core, this is above all else a showcase match for the women on Wrestle Kingdom. They're not going to get to do their big emotional storytelling or their talking after the match or people coming out to challenge or anything like that. They're here to show what they've got, and they did that. And hopefully in years to come, there will be even more of that mixed in naturally with the men's wrestling, with New Japan.
Well, hopefully then the next big move is the Tokyo Dome.
It will be the Joshi Tokyo Dome show
with the Stardom.
Yes,
leading the way, having that Tokyo Dome show.
Yes,
and I want to see it so bad.
I know it's their goal now too. They have expressed, Saya Kamitani in particular has expressed wanting that. So it is a goal that is out there, and I don't have no doubts that they're going to reach it sooner rather than later.
Even if they pulled that, 25, 30,000.
Yeah.
It'd be magnificent.
Yeah, like anything, like that's an insane number for a Joshi show.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Anything would be crazy.
Yeah.
And the Tokyo Dome as well. Just, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too.
But that was everything that we watched this week. It's been a big week, that run from the New Year to Dream Queendom to Wrestle Kingdom is always huge and there's so much happening. But now that it's over, we have a whole week break for everyone. Like, nobody's running shows this week. They're all taking a break, getting their rest and recovery in. When we come back, we will have 2 Stardom Korakuen Hall shows on the 10th and 11th of January, and then a Marigold Korakuen Hall show on the 12th of January. So everyone coming back with some heavy hitters in Korakuen Hall to kick off the real stories and stuff for the new year. We got to head straight towards the Stardom anniversary shows, and Marigold will be ramping up for their May anniversary show as well. So it's going to be fun.
I mean, January has a ton of stuff.
Yeah. January, February, then March straight into Cinderella.
But you're right. There's a short break.
Nonstop.
And then it's holy cow. It's balls to the wall.
It's really we just keep going. There's never any stopping, and that's why we love it.
Yes.
And we will be here to cover it all for you here on Cult of Joshi, which we love to do. And we just want to thank you guys for being here for another year with us listening to Cult of Joshi, whether you're listening on Apple or Google or Spotify or YouTube, wherever you like to listen. We're just really grateful for your support, and whether you share around the show or not, we're just happy you're here. But make sure you're following us on all of our socials at Cult of Joshi on Instagram, Facebook, and X. And we're gonna have so much more coming this year that we have planned just in our heads. Like, we're so ready to hit the ground running in 2026. I think 2025 was a rough year for most people, and so we're just looking forward to really getting things done this year in 2026. So make sure you are following us and subscribe to the YouTube channel if that's your preferred way of listening. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you what you took in over the last week and what your favorite thing was over this very packed period of Joshi wrestling. But for now, that's all we have for you. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi. Bye!